Going to the fans, so this is the A&E documentary I'm referring to. It mentions that Ultimate Warrior had to record a video apology to a fan that he snubbed. I think it was like a Make-A-Wish fan that he snubbed and refused to meet. So when did the Make-A-Wish kids start coming into the WWF? Was this during your tenure or afterwards?
Well, there were always guys that traveled around, that would stop and they would make requests and make that people would respond to. Well, naturally, I was a heel up until the end there, so I didn't get a lot of. I would at times I did stop by hospitals and stuff, but nobody, it wasn't a big deal that I was there because they want their heroes, they want their guys to cheer for. The Hulks and the Cenas and those guys. I guess Cena's got an all-time record for appearances for Make-A-Wish and stuff, and he keeps growing, So just like that, it wasn't. It was there, but it wasn't as predominant, And honestly, there wasn't really much time to do. And they would come to the arena. They would be sponsored to the arena stuff, and guys would go out and shake hands and give them a hug or something and pay attention to them. But it wasn't as organized as it is now back then.
When you were in the WWF, even as a bad guy and a good guy, were there always people at the arenas and maybe in other territories as well? You tell me. Men, women, children, always asking for autographs before and after the shows, like near your cars and stuff. Do you remember that? Getting worse, I suppose, to use a word. You know what I mean? More busy, more people trying to get your autographs when you're in the WWF. And as a bad guy, did you ever oblige, or were you just never ever obliging?
Yeah, I signed. You usually, if sometimes, some guys just get, you're caught in a long, maybe you got a parking ticket, you couldn't get a parking space. Your wife's giving you a headache, you don't feel well, no, not now, no autographs, But normally, you're a person, you're a human being, and you're subject to all type of emotions. Some guys just go out, I'm going to go sign autographs, well, good on you, But, you're not always, you're not always wired, you're not always wired into going, into thinking about that. Then with your own personal, your own personal challenges throughout the day, sometimes it's an inconvenience, or they may be smart about, and sometimes the guy's a wise guy. Often, a smart guy too, blow off. Just, depends.
Weirdest thing you've ever signed?
Oh, God. I don't know. Weirdest thing I ever signed. I guess people, arms or something, I'm sure casts and stuff. I can't offhand, you kind of catch me. I'm sure there's been a couple weird ones, but it doesn't register right now. Sorry?
Nothing that spring to mind then?
No,
right. No tits or anything like that. Just say
no bare boobs or anything like that. Yeah.